Hello, Fear Porn. Thanks for being here. I haven't seen you in a while. So, I don't know if you guys were able to tune into the live stream of the city council meeting that happened. I did try to look at it on my other phone. It looked really grainy and horrible. So I did screen record it as it was going on, and I uploaded that video as well. So I'm just leaving Rush City now. I met another YouTuber that was live streaming. I don't know if I got a mod in here, but the turbine guy, the link to his live stream is in the description for this. Hey Pamela, yes, thank you. So the link to the turbine guy, if you can throw that link up here, but he, a while ago, and it's so much a small world, which I absolutely love, lives in the city of Orono. You're welcome, Mike. So the story is amazing. It just blows my mind. I'm so glad I got to meet this guy. He puts up a wind turbine. He lives in the city of Orono, which is in Lake Minnetonka. The city council finds him. He ends up spending 6 months in jail. He's got his own YouTube channel. The link is in the description. He took down the turbine, fought the city, fought the county, Hennepin County, and all this stuff. It just blew my mind away because I actually been following this story for a while. And he didn't remove the concrete base because engineers said if he removes it, it can destroy his foundation. Here's the problem. They put him in jail because he didn't remove the foundation. You're not finding it? It's called he's called the turbine guy. Thank you, Vibe with Mike, for the $9.99 super chat. Yeah, I actually now only missed out about $140 worth of work thanks to Mike's super chat. So I'm only a negative $140 to cover the story. But it's a picture. Let me see if I can find it here. There you go. Thank you, Twin City Citizens, or Twin City Citizen. Yeah. So his story is really interesting. So after this whole thing goes down, he spends 6 months in jail. While he's in jail, he gets some friends and family to come by to remove the concrete base. His neighbors calling and false complaining. The city police department is giving him grief and targeting him. It's just unreal what this guy's gone through, and his wife and his kids and everything, just because he wanted a turbine. And if I remember right, I think it was one of the can style ones. I'd have to check back, but it is just unreal that when we have criminals running around on the street, we have the city going after things like the wind turbine that doesn't hurt anyone, this mural. But if you watch on his live stream, I ended mine, and then one of the council members that are opposed to the meeting and everything, that did the name, he actually was talking to some of the mainstream, and that guy was there. And so he was asking questions, which is phenomenal questions. He goes, it's paint. So if we break it down to the core thing, do you guys regulate the color you can paint a house? Do you guys regulate where you can paint, when you can paint, how you can paint? He's like, no. He goes, well, that's what they did. They just painted this on their wall of their business. Well, it's basically, they were trying to say it's content neutral, right? They're not specifically targeting the content of the painting, but they are, because that's what he got them to look at. So anyway, this council member, as he was walking away because he got pissed, mainstream was trying to target as a racial issue. But this guy was actually targeting and talking to this council member exactly the way it should have been. The Constitution and government overreach and overregulation, which I think was beautiful, and very well done, and just blew me away. So the council member got pissed, and it's all caught on his live stream. And as he's walking away, he called the turbine guy an idiot, and it was caught on his live stream. So, the couple that was there had a babysitter for their kids. They couldn't stay long. I did share my phone number with them. I'll probably try and reach out to them. They are closed on Mondays, so I couldn't get a chance to talk to them. And Rush City's not quite on my list to travel to. I'm behind on work, so I'm trying to get that done. But yeah, and I did just upload the screen recording of the council meeting. So I don't know if any mainstream outlets covered it live. They probably have better audio than I do, but it's just amazing. We had 2 independent people up there. I'm super supportive of him. They did tell me that they were getting a lot of calls, emails, a lot of threats. Rush City does not have a police department. It's done through Chisago County Sheriff's Department. I'm not too familiar with the Chisago County Sheriff's Department. I don't think they would enforce that. That current sheriff is not running for office, so there's 2 new candidates. We'll find out after tomorrow who gets voted in. Hey, Nubs. So it's interesting. I'm actually heading back to the cities to work on a job. So it's just it's so nice. Thanks, Charles, for being here. You watched the meeting. It's just it blows my mind when people get together and think they can control other people. I think the mayor is really trying to do the right thing. I think that one council member, is just, I don't know what his problem is. So the one guy that sat to the far right was a school teacher and taught civics and everything, and I was able to talk to him afterwards and just asked him from a personal, off the record type conversation, and just not him as a council member, but him as a former teacher, and just what he's seen over the years, and to get a perspective from someone that's obviously older than me, that's seen more than me, has a different life experience than me, and what he sees as a problem and different things like that. It was a really good conversation, but I really came out with a different perspective. I think it's one person having a huge problem. There's obviously always 2 sides to a story and the truth. And it blows my mind away. I think the population is like 2.2 thousand, but if you include all the inmates from the prison there, that's another over 1,000. That adds population to that city, which is a whole weird thing to me as well. How can inmates be counted as population? Because they don't pay taxes, and that's just a whole ball of wax that I don't quite understand. You see me talking to the turbine guy? Yeah, no, the turbine guy is he's that. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, please go and subscribe. Check out some of his videos. Leave him comments. Let him know that you've seen his channel from mine. He's got a little over 11,000 subs. If anything, that was a bonus to go and meet this guy. I've been following that story. I just can't cover everything in Minnesota, right? If I win the lottery, I already talked to someone else. We'll be taking this to a whole different. Yes, he went to jail over the turbine. He actually went to jail over a concrete base. He took the turbine down. I talked to him for a little bit outside his truck. We met up at Quick Trip after that. He does solar. So if you guys are interested in solar and off-grid technology, I'm gonna throw up some of his information. Super great guy. I'm gonna work with him on some of the corruption that's going on in the city of Orono. But it's just, government tyranny is a real thing, and there's no accountability for them. They can break the cities, and these elected officials can break the law, and there's no repercussion. Nubs, you know, the thing is the city doesn't have a police department. It's all done through the sheriff's department. I'd love to go and meet with the sheriff, the new sheriff that's going to be coming in, and even the current sheriff, and sit down to see if they would even enforce this. That is so true, Twin City Citizen. That is the crazy thing. He spent more time in jail, more legal fees, more and more and more for a frickin' windmill than we have people committing carjacking, shooting people, carjacking, home invasions, which we label as burglaries. What kind of ass backwards government are we running here? And there you hit it, fear porn. They make the most revenue off the ones they can take from. And I tell you all the time, local government is the way you can make changes. Here's the other problem with Rush City. So I was able to meet there. I got up there early and talked to the city administrator. There's no one. The mayor's running for a board on the county board commissioner place, or seat, and 2 of the city council members are up for election tomorrow. No one's running against them, so no one is. That's part of the problem, right? A lot of people don't run for office. It's a very part-time position. You don't make a ton of money doing it. You have to want to do it. It's kind of like me. It's more of a hobby. So if you live in Rush City, you know someone lives in Rush City, run. You don't like the way small town government is where you can make the difference. The one board member doesn't believe that there is and you can catch it on his live stream he did up there where he was talking. He doesn't believe there's an issue with diversity. It doesn't matter. Diversity, there's no issue with diversity with this. This is purely a government overreach. This is purely a First Amendment issue. But yeah, please run in your city. You as being on a council, if your local city can make the difference. It's where it starts. But yeah, I'm just glad, thankful you guys caught the stream. I thought it was interesting. You can really see the one thorn, I would call it, in that council member, where he just, I don't know what his problem is, honestly. I took a picture, that's the thumbnail. Honestly, I don't care what it is on the side of that building. That's their building, and if they want to have that, I don't even see how that would be an issue, to be honest. But their administration staff seems pretty open to get information from, so I'll try, maybe try to get some of the meeting notes that they said they weren't able to get. That is true. The corruption goes much, much deeper. I didn't, Capital. I did not get the more in depth. They pretty much were done at that point after the meeting, so I wasn't able to get more on that. But I can definitely call or email them tomorrow and get more information on this. I believe that the rest of the council, including the mayor, do want to squash this. They don't want it to continue. They want it to. I don't honestly think that they have an issue. They did say they did consult they had what were the words they used? The consultant they used on this whole thing. It's funny though, when you drive into Rush City, if you guys are familiar, it's like small town USA. They have American flags up and down the side of the street. I think it's ironic. You would line your main street with American flags and then do something so unconstitutional as stop someone from having a mural painted on the side of their wall. And then use government force and threats to have it removed. Twin City Citizen, we got to get you back out there. Hey, Bob, that might be interesting for you. That's kind of in your neck of the woods. I don't keep Rush City clean. I'm glad that they voted. I'm glad that they decided to squash it for now. It is still an ongoing issue. It's not over. I did give them my phone number, and hopefully they do reach out to me. I'll try and contact them tomorrow. But I really try. I really do try, and I am curious about the chief of Minnetonka driving the Escalade. I am curious on that story too. I just haven't had time. But good news is, if I win the lottery, I will have tons more money and time to invest into this. Yep, the rotten city of Orono. Yeah, if you guys have any information on cities, I'll definitely dig into them. TV, yeah, no, definitely. I don't have. It's just interesting. Everything that's going on, with these small cities, they become tyrannical really quick, and then they cover a lot of crap up. They've been going after this guy for years and years and years. I think this story, he started with this even before I started my channel. Olmsted County is one of them, right? Olmsted is, they've all went encrypted. Here's the problem with the encryption. We got to figure out a way to get around this encryption. It's not okay. And what they're going to do is get people to break the encryption, and once that encryption breaks, everything is going to be unencrypted, right? Stuff that should be encrypted is going to become encrypted, or things that should be like SWAT channels and things like that. It's not going to be private anymore for these guys, and it's going to open up a whole different world that they're just wasting our money on. There are channels, our information. To give you an example with Hennepin County, and I know I talk about this encrypted radio stuff a lot. Yes, I am talking about the radio encryption. So when that shooting happened at the gas station in Plymouth that I covered, I did a public data request for just the main traffic. So the main radio traffic that we hear all the time in other areas. They told me they can't release it. That's a problem, right? That's public data. So there's a lot of issues that we have that we need to correct, and all I can do is let you guys know. Share it, let people know. The cities, I'm tearing into the cities a little bit more, but again, I just only have so much time. But I did want to come in here and recap, let you guys know a little bit more of what was going on. They do talk for report a lot of things. I mean, the other night I heard them talking on one of their non-encrypted channels in Hennepin County, talking about how a gas station didn't lock a door overnight, and they're not too worried about it being left open because they think we can't hear it. So I don't know if you guys knew or have heard, kind of gives me time to talk about other news stories I haven't had time to cover. The all-electric fire truck in New York, I believe that was made here in Minnesota, here in Chisago County. They make fire trucks. But I think that truck originated here in Minnesota. But you guys seen the mural? What do you guys think of it? Pamela, has what come up in the conversation? Read the first comment above that one. You know, you can say what you want to say as long as there's no threatening or I mean, you know the rules. No threatening, doxing, harassing, spamming. And if you feel someone's harassing you, let them know. Not everyone knows that some things people say are harassing. But I just, I wanted to recap a little bit of what was going on. There's no spin on it. And Channel 9 was trying to do a huge spin on what the story was, which you know, it's whatever, that's their deal. you know, one thing that I think was really good that was brought up about the whole mural was, do they govern colors of paint? And the answer is no. They don't govern colors of paint, so the turbine guy brought up the whole point of, well, then why do you care about what the mural is? It's just paint. And again, he's not wrong. It's just different colors of paint that make up the mural. I mean, do they have a problem with the fists? Do they have a problem with the flowers? Like, if we remove a section of the mural out, is it a problem? Right? Like, so if we take away the fists and we just left the flowers, would there be such a problem with the city council? Right? So is it content specific? And if it is, then that's a violation of the Constitution. They can't stop content, right? Unless it's threatening. I don't see anything threatening about that mural at all. If anything, if the council didn't say anything about it, it would have never made headlines, right? It's almost like they bring it on themselves. And I just don't understand it.
Check the notes. I tried to get as much as I possibly could from the caller.
So, yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here and jumping in, but please check out the turbine guy. I'm gonna probably, as I'm working when I get back to the job site here in a little bit, go through, but I appreciate you guys being here. He's got some videos out in Colorado and Florida after the storms. Thank you so much for subbing to him. So one thing I did talk to him about after this meeting, one cool thing.
A hat on and a black jacket. Sounds like people like that followed him. She does not know what was taken. No weapon was involved.
One thing that I thought was interesting is, so he has a house, they have a property in Florida, and solar and batteries. And the cool thing about the turbine guy, right? They were down there with all the devastation. I guess they got some, he told me he got a bunch of videos from it and everything. But they were able to sit back, he said, crack a cold beer, and he had power all in his house the whole time after the hurricane went through because of his solar and his battery system he has. He custom builds these systems for houses. He can do it all from start to finish. He encourages people to do their own installs, which seem pretty easy. He can get you everything you need, so definitely check him out if you guys are interested in alternative power sources for your homes. He's got a local business here in I think St. Paul or Minneapolis where he can get the equipment. So if you're local here, he's got a local supplier. But if you guys are anywhere in the country, he can help you out. And then he's doing this too because he's faced the wrath of local government and corruption. So I did want to jump on here and let you guys know. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to be on here too long. It's kind of the after show of the show. The after show of the little show. The big show is not on tonight. And shocker, you are right. Rush City is showing its true colors. Not the city, but I think at least the one council member. I just thought it was ironic driving down the street with American flags, and you're gonna sit there and trample on someone's constitutional rights. Not okay.
Commissioner driving complaint last name was 1394 from Louisiana. Described as a gray sedan, no plates, no temp tag, driving with no lights on. Information at 1851.
But let me know what you guys think in the comments. But yeah, it's there's only 4 news outlets up there. Me, the Turbine Guy, 9, and I think 4 or 5, one of the 2. So we'll see how they chop it up. I don't know if they were live. Hopefully they covered it live. The corporate media with their agenda. But he doesn't care if I use his footage. I let him know that he could use my footage as long as and again, all we ask for is credit so you know where it originated from. But I can't believe that one council member called him an idiot when he was walking out asking him questions.
I checked the cameras. 6:35 p.m. or 18:35. Excuse me. There's only a way to see it. I don't see the top of the ramp, but I see it exiting, but I don't see anything else.
I just think it's sad how people become tyrannical. It's almost like a Stalin dictatorship. But yeah, I don't know. It gets taxing covering stuff all the time. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream. I appreciate everyone for being here. But yeah, if you guys have comments, they did receive a bunch of threats. I don't encourage people to threaten, but definitely you always have your right to redress your government. And I encourage people to do it because that's what keeps government in check. The room was packed, and normally they only get 2 or 3 people is what they were telling me to a council meeting. They do have their council meetings streamed on what do they do? I don't remember which platform they use, but anyway. George Curious, you're right. You need to expose the terrorists for what they are. And I mean, I think if you violate the Constitution, you are you've committed treason. So, and we have one that does it every Friday night. So. Again, I wanna again call out for you guys to check out on Facebook, the Shout Out Girls. Now we're back, so I don't know how much got cut off there, but again, if you guys haven't checked out the Shout Out Girls, I think Pamela's that way, George Curious. But again, check out the Shout Out Girls on Facebook. Tons of information. They're constantly putting out tons of information on Facebook. George Curious, I don't know why you have a problem with Pamela, but if you do and you have something that I don't know about, I always encourage people to reach out to me by email. I think Pamela does a great job from what I know and see.
should have the property. They will go. You're fine.
But like I said, if there's any issues, definitely shoot me emails. Let me know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I just wanted to jump on here. Always trying to support people that are doing the right thing. Even people I don't agree with, I try and support as well. I mean, that's what makes it great. Not one of us can cover everything that goes on. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. Remember, it's only almost 7 o'clock, not almost 8 o'clock. So hopefully you guys fixed your clocks. Anyway, appreciate you for being here. We'll see you guys next time. Jason with Minnesota News Now, out.